Yeah, first time playing those guys, big rival of ours, so it was nice to come out with the win. They battled back hard, and it's kind of the first time we really faced that kind of adversity in the third period, so glad our guys still came away with it.
What do you think you guys can get out of going through that experience in the third?
It's good. We've had a lot of success this year, so there's going to be adversity at some point, so I think it's just important that we continue to work through hard, difficult points of the season. Because come playoff time, nothing's going to be easy.
What was the bench like when it goes to 3-3 in short succession after the power play goal?
Yeah, I think there's so much belief in here that we just remain calm. We've had such a great season up to this point that there's no reason for us to panic, and I didn't feel that at all. So I think that's a big reason why we ended up winning.
You had a huge defensive play right before the goal to go to 2-1. How gratifying, I guess, is that when the whole team gets rewarded after a play?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. Being a defenseman, you got to help on both ends of the rink. So when you can break something up at one end and the guys go down and put it in the back of their net is awesome. You can end up on the score sheet.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You've been on a bit of a heater lately. What's clicking for you? What's working?
I don't know. Became a new father, so maybe that's it. Getting some luck. But no, it's I don't know. Sometimes a puck goes in, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like I've been pretty solid all year, but it's nice to contribute offensively for sure.
Yeah.
What has it been like on this team? You guys are on a historic run right now. What has it been in the locker room? Did you guys think anything like this was going to happen?
I don't know if you ever think necessarily this is going to happen. I knew at the start of the season that on paper we had a really good roster, and things just clicked. Just from goaltending out, it's everything's just kind of worked really well together. So not really anything that there's always stuff to work on, but everything is just kind of rolling right now, which is a ton of fun to be a part of.
It seems like the games too, as it gets going, you guys get stronger as it goes. Is it just like the fitness, like the training and practice? What speaks to that?
Yeah, I think so. I think at the start of games right now, we're kind of dipping our toe in, I'd say at this point. So I just feel like once we get going and get to our game, we're a tough team to play with.
Obviously, a back and forth game out there. How do you think you guys did kind of weathering they would come back and tie almost every time you took the lead?
Yeah, they're a great team. We talked about it before the game. We talked about they have a great forecheck, holding on to the pucks, making plays and stuff like that. We went up 3-1 and back to 3-3, but we kept it cool and like we said, we don't bend. We bend, but we don't break. No, it was a great win. Costa made a couple of great saves for us, and obviously the 4-3 goal was huge.
You mentioned kind of the first third period adversity you guys have had this year. What did you kind of sense on the bench, and how do you think you guys handled that?
I think it's every time we go up there, it's just calmness. We know how good we can play, how stable with the puck and without the puck we are. Obviously, we've shown that the whole season, and just have that back on the neck is always a good part. And we're showing it tonight too, so it's we gotta keep doing it.
I don't know if you've seen the stat, but you guys are in some pretty historic territory now here as a team for the first 22 games now in the AHL. What do you kind of attribute all of that success to?
It's everyone in here, from the first to the fourth line. Everyone is working hard every night, even in practice and stuff like that. So it's always fun to come to the rink, practice, game time and stuff like that. So we're a tight group in here, and I think that's waving a long way and shows on the ice too.
All right, Nolan. So you've been here for a couple games now. Tonight you get the game winner, first goal for your AHL career. Walk us through it.
Yeah, I just got on the ice and was kind of picking up speed, and Mitchie made a good high foot there, and I was kind of just hunting the guy, and I took a weird bounce and just kind of threw it on net, and was fortunate enough for that one to go in.
Just talk about your time here at Grand Rapids, coming out from Toledo.
Yeah, no, it's honestly been a super easy adjustment from the staff all the way down to the players. I feel like everyone's really gone out of their way to make me feel comfortable and get accustomed to everything. So credit to them, and it's been great so far. It's been super easy transition, and I'm pretty grateful for the opportunity.
You've been able to play with Hillebread tonight, coming out from Toledo today as well. How did you see how he played tonight?
Yeah, we've gotten a couple of games together, obviously in Toledo, so I feel like there's a little bit of chemistry there already. We kind of know the way each other play. I feel like we complement each other's games pretty well, so it's nice having a little familiarity there.
And you had Banta on your left as well, so a little bit more familiarity there.
Yeah, played with Bance last year at the end of Toledo as well, and then obviously been playing with him since I've been up here, so it's nice to kind of have a little bit of chemistry right out of the gate.
Good. So you feel like it's helped your adjustment to the team, not just on the ice, but also off the ice to have two guys?
For sure. I feel like whenever you have familiar faces in a new environment, it's always nice to hang around them and kind of see how things go around here. So it's always nice having familiar faces. It's been good.
Yeah.
You come into a group like this that's had so much go right. What's kind of your approach to joining that?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to help them keep it rolling. Don't want to mess anything up, and obviously it's a great group in here. And we're obviously winning a lot of hockey games, and so I feel like whenever you contribute to a team like this, it's great feeling.
And to have a moment like this, right, in like a tight game, like that has to be such a boost.
Yeah, no, it was that was a special feeling. Like I said, just super grateful for that one to go in, and obviously pretty fired up. So I feel like whenever you can contribute and help out in any way, it's always a positive.
Did you know anyone in here particularly well prior to coming up? Or?
Yeah, I knew Bantle pretty well. Played with him at the end of the year in Toledo, and then I played with Truscott for 3 years in Michigan. So it's always nice when you have familiar faces around here.
What they tell you coming in about what to expect?
They just said this team's been super dialed and they're rolling, and just to kind of enjoy the opportunity and have fun with it. So I feel like that's pretty much what I've been trying to do.
There, how do you feel like your team handled, particularly the third period and the adversity there?
Yeah, there was definitely adversity there. They scored 2 quick ones on us, and just try to reset as quickly as we can. I give that to the guys. They did, and to get that fourth one right away, to make it a 4-3 game, kind of gave us a little momentum. They got it back, and then we scored again. So just trying to make sure that right now it's bend, don't break. That's kind of what we're talking about in the locker room, and making sure that we always get that next one if we can. And our guys did a really good job stepping up and doing that.
Yeah. Obviously, the start, the 1-0-1 now. That's technically the second I think ever. Like, what do you attribute that to?
The players. It's the work ethic, the kind of relentlessness, the way they're attacking each day. Our practices have been very good. You talk to Marcus, the workouts have been very good, and the guys they love each other right now. It's a close group, and they like to have fun, and they like to come to the rink, and that's sort of the atmosphere and the culture we want to try and build. Is if you enjoy coming here, you're going to enjoy working for each other and with each other. And there's a lot of cliche right there, but it's true. It means a lot that these guys. You can hear it on the bench. Let's keep going, and they're helping each other. They're pushing each other the right way. There's accountability within the team, something we don't have to manage a lot as a coaching staff. That's on them. So it starts with our leadership group, and it starts with our young guys buying into that, or the inexperienced guys buying into that, and making sure that they're all together.
Lash this morning said it's depth and identity. I can see the depth looking at the lineup, but what's the identity of this group for you?
Well, I think for us, it starts with just our relentlessness on our forecheck. I love the way our guys skate and get up the ice. It's I know Todd talks about it. We talk about it here all the time. Being direct. And that's direct with the puck at the net. That's direct with the puck out of our zone. Not just the puck. That's with our bodies. Making sure that we're gapped up. Making sure that we're skating all the time. Just trying to be hard to play against. I know that's a very vague statement, but taking time and space away from teams, making it hard for them to enter zones. Everything that we talk about, it involves skating, it involves work ethic, it involves buy-in.
Fair to say Ian Mitchell's play right before the second goal defensively, the 4-on-4 kind of embodies that?
His in the track. I thought Drizzy, if you watch the video back, he started from behind their net, was able to track back to allow Mitchie to make that play, and then he and Lenny go on that 2-on-1 for a big goal. That's huge, and that's 2 experienced guys doing what it takes to make a play.
Yes. So speaking of work ethic, you got that fourth line, all Toledo guys that have come up from Toledo. Do you feel like they're also providing to that work ethic?
Yeah, I think so. They have an identity, and we're not asking them to go out there and score a whole bunch of goals. And thank goodness they did. We need that depth scoring. We can't always rely on our top guys. We need other guys to score and pull up some of that slack. What we ask them to do is create energy. And they did that. They had some zone time. They were really good below the goal line tonight, protecting pucks, forcing them to defend. And I thought they did a really good job with their own identity as a fourth line. And that kind of rolls into who we are as a team. And I thought they did a fantastic job tonight. Hillebrand, I've never seen him play outside of watching him on video when I watched Toledo. So to see him come up here, the size, the way he skates, the way he can protect pucks, he fit right in with Moyle and Bantle here, and it was a really, really good fourth line.
If we would have told you before the season that in December you'd be this record right now and leading in all the categories basically right now too, would you have believed that?
No, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I think everyone would say that. I mean, again, this is the start's been unbelievable, and we want to keep it rolling, and that's why that was game 2 of our segment. That's what it was for us in this locker room, and we won that. So now we get an opportunity on Saturday to win a segment. We win a game, we win a segment, and that's what we're looking for, is to get 6 points every 5 games. Obviously, we've done a really good job of that, but it's not looking back at what our record is now. It's going to be game 3. That's what we're looking at, and if we can keep that mindset short, we can keep it on focusing on what we have to do tomorrow. Keep making sure guys understand what the big picture is, but just that narrow focus. We want to make sure that it's a narrow focus and we're not all the hype and all the talk about the great start and everything. Yeah, it's awesome, but we want to make sure that game 3 on Saturday we're ready to roll.
Speaking of starts too, like when you guys score first, you guys are undefeated. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, no, I know most of the stats. I'm an analytics guy, so I know most of them. I keep them to myself though. But no, again, our guys, they have confidence right now. They score a goal, they feel good about themselves, and we talk about momentum all the time, how hard it is to keep momentum in this league. And if we score a goal, you better be ready, because that team is going to be pushing really hard right after a goal scored. And our guys do a really good job of building leads. I think the last 2, the game against Toronto, our last one, we scored the first shift of the third. Same thing again on the power play. Like, we want to try and build leads and just continue to add momentum, but getting the first one's huge for us. Makes everyone feel good about themselves. There's no pressure, there's no pressing. And they do a good job with the lead.
Is there a little bit of a test here in how you handle this level of success?
100% there is. Stay humble. You don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here and think we're unbeatable. We don't want our play to slip. There are areas that are slipping that we have to tighten up again. That will happen throughout the season, whether you're winning or losing. But again, it's making sure the guy's in the right frame of mind. That mental toughness is going to be challenged here. We're getting what I feel, and I think the players feel it too, is we're getting everyone's best. They want to beat us. They want to put that number 2 in the loss column for us. So we have to be at our best. And if we're not, there's going to be a team that's going to catch us for sure. They're going to catch us one night. We aren't our best, but I think right now, our guys are just dialed in on what's next.
You've got through 2 of these big stretches though in your past too. One with Toledo and then one your first year here with Grand Rapids. Does anything compare to that time, or anything you can bring from there? That experience.
I think, just the experience of it alone for me is no one talks about it inside the room. And I have to answer media questions, which is part of my job, and players do too. We can call a spade, but no one in the locker room talks about it. Even the long run we went on in Toledo, no one talked about it. I think the whole running joke was at the end of the game, like 13 or 14 is better than 13, 13 is better than 12. And that was how they kind of joked around about it. Our point streak 2 years ago to make that run in the second half, no one really discussed it. It was like, let's go to work. And I feel the same way as with this group. It's all about that next day.
I do want to kind of touch on the veteran rule again. Some teams really struggle when they take their veterans out and they have to swap them like that. Lines get messed up and everything, but this team doesn't. They stay even keeled. I just want to know why you think that is.
I think right now, like our third and fourth lines, if you look on the sheet, our third and fourth lines, they've stayed the same. And so it's really mixing in our top 6. And we've added skill. When Waddy's out, we lose a little bit of that physicality, the energy, the character that he brings. But guys pick that up. And now all of a sudden when Dry sits, we lose a center. So Angle has to go in and step in and fill that player's role. So it's kind of that next man up mentality, but they know the routine now. They know what's coming. The vets know who's sitting out next game already, and we'll make sure that we correct the lines for practice, and they get an opportunity to play with each other before the game. So just, I don't want to say it's seamless because it's very hard. And our 8 players have done an unbelievable job to test their character, and they've done an amazing job, but the players just kind of roll with it.
Yeah, is it, as a coach, is it kind of like a little, I don't want to say like fun, but like a fun addition to setting lines and working on plays when you have to factor that in?
I want all our guys to play. All to play. There's no doubt. No, it's not fun, but it's something we deal with. That's just part of our job, and we handle it the best way we can. We communicate with our players, make sure they're in good headspace, making sure that they understand what's asked of them, what's needed of them, and away we go.
It's not a given that guys like Justin Hall and Erik Gustafsson, who have spent long time in the NHL, embrace being in the AHL at all,
No.
let alone sitting every 4. I
Yeah.
guess, like, what can you say about the way they've handled that?
Well, they've handled it like true professionals. Everything we've heard about them when they got sent down, it wasn't, we knew them as players. We didn't really know them as people. But everything we were told when they were being sent down was how good they are as people. And everyone that we've talked to, they've not been wrong. They've been exactly right. They're unbelievable in the locker room. They're great with the younger guys. They're great with us as a staff. They share their experiences with players to help them get better. And that's all we can ask them is be good people, be great teammates, and then play hard. And both guys have stepped up and done a tremendous job with that.
Do you feel like that's part of where the success is coming from? They're good people and good players?
Yeah, I think that's what our locker room is made up of. You talk to anybody, they're great human beings, and that's what we want in here. We want good people who care about their jobs, who care about everyone inside the locker room, and then go have fun and work hard on the ice.
That's good. Thank you.